So I want to share with you guys Emily's life from the past 3 months, and then I want to share with you guys a little bit before she was born and how she changed my life, for the good and for the bad. Also, I'm going to show you guys some stuff that I use on a daily basis, or, every once in a while. This stuff is like really good that I use anyway, that I think that works with Emily. Okay, so I'm gonna start with before Emily was here. Like when I was living in Washington, my dream was to become a photographer, and my goal was to finish high school, to become to go to college. I wanted to go to the Art Institute of Seattle, and I was getting ready to, I was looking into it and everything and all this stuff, and well, then things kind of happened and I ended up living with my mom. My dream was still to finish high school. I was still going to school, and I wanted to, still go to the Art Institute. That was still my dream. Well, then I ended up coming here to Kansas with Chris, and everything kind of changed. I was going to enroll myself into the high school. I had everything. I had all the paperwork and everything. And when I went to go to the high school, they said that I wasn't going to graduate on time because the credits were completely different. In Washington, my high school, you only needed 22 to graduate, and in here you need 26. So I wasn't going to graduate on time. So my alternative was to go to the Learning Center, which I did. And I'm still going today. Still going this day, to this day. There you go. And I like it there. I do. I haven't gone because of Emily. But anyway, so I've been going and everything, and last year in January came and Chris and I hit a rough spot and we ended up breaking up. I had nowhere to go because I don't have family here, so I ended up moving in with one of my friends, and I hung out with a guy, and we started dating and everything, and like this is the short version. And I ended up moving in with him because the landlord had told my friend that I couldn't live there anymore. So I ended up moving in with the guy that I was dating at the time, and I found out I was pregnant because I think I already told you guys this, but I had really bad really bad pains on my right side. Like, I thought, something's not right, and so he was freaking out. And so after 3 days of it, he ended up taking me to the hospital, the ER, and the lady, was like, well, when was your last period? And I could not remember. And because I don't like hospitals, I don't like going to the doctors, so I was like kind of nervous, so I couldn't really remember specific details. So I ended up having to take a birth or a pregnancy test, and the nurse walked in and she looked at me with a big smile on her face, and she goes, "You're pregnant." And I looked at her and I was like, "You're joking, right?" She goes, "No, you're pregnant." I started crying and I was like, "You're serious?" My boyfriend at the time, he had like a dead look on his face. He turned pale. He didn't know what to think, and we were like, oh my gosh. Well, immediately the next day I went to go see a doctor, and everything and all this stuff, and we were trying to figure out when my last period was and when just like when everything is happening. And so we found out that my last period was January 1st through the 7th, because I had my period for 7 days. And that's when I found out my last period was. Well, then I was really confused because, me and this guy didn't do anything. Well, I mean, we did do stuff. So honestly, it was between him and Chris. And I mean, when I first found out I was pregnant, Chris immediately ran through my head. He immediately ran through my head, and I called him, and he came to the hospital. And I knew she was his. And so, anyway, so things happened between me and this other guy, and we ended up breaking up, and I mean, we're still kind of friends. I apologized to him because I was like an emotionally wreck. And anyway, so Chris and I ended up going to a different doctor, and we found out that I conceived on Christmas of last year. Or not last year, the year before, to 2011. And that is why me and Chris had broken up, because I was so emotional and my hormones were going crazy, and so that's why me and Chris broke up. Well, we ended up getting back together, and we ended up moving. And we moved to a town, a really small town, smaller than this one. And I ended up having to go to a different town to go see the doctor, which was way too hectic for us. Like, it was horrible. So, we ended up moving back because Chris had lost his job, and Chris had still had the apartment here. So we ended up, we just ended up moving back. And then, we ended up seeing a doctor close by, which is, the doctor that I have been seeing in the hospital that I gave birth in. And all that stuff, la la la. Anyway, me and Chris had a lot of arguments, blah blah blah, all that fun stuff like couples do. We ended up getting this apartment here. My mom came down for 3 weeks, as you guys know. She was here a week after Emily was born, so she was here 2 weeks, and then Emily was born. But so, while my mom was here, there was a lot of drama, arguments, just craziness, and it was no fun. It was just no fun experience giving birth and all this stuff. It was just horrible. So while I was in the hospital, they were still arguments and all that stuff, and it was just horrible. But, I forgive them for everything. So after that, I gave birth to Emily, and now she's here. So, while my mom was here, I was so thankful that my mom was here, because, oh my gosh, I needed the sleep. And I am so thankful that my mom would take care of Emily while at night, so that I could get some sleep, because Emily was a day and night mix-up. She thought, day was nighttime and nighttime was daytime. So, and she was like that for a couple weeks, and it was just horrible. It was so horrible. I was so drained, worn out, everything. Chris helped a little bit, but he was scared because she was so little. You know how guys are. Terrified of newborns. So, the night before my mom left, I was freaking out because I didn't know what to do. I've never taken care of a baby before. I mean, I babysat, but not little babies. And so I was so scared because I was having a hard time breastfeeding, and I was having a hard time pumping, and, you know, I was just so scared. And so that she left, and, I was scared for nothing because my mom instincts kicked in and everything was fine. Everything was fine. And so, I was really proud of myself. And, let's see. Basically, everything that's happened through these 3 months have been drama, have been exciting, have been scary. There's fighting. Basically, a lot of the time, I'd feel like a single mom because, Chris is always gone and he didn't really help out that much. Like, he thought that because he was paying the bills, that's all he needed to do. He didn't need to have physical time with Emily. Well, that's really hard on a stay-at-home mom because, we stay home, we have to cook, clean, take care of baby, and everything. Well, Chris thought, hey, put a job into that mix, as well as going to school. And since we don't have a computer, I have to go to the learning center and use their computers. So, that's like really stressful for me because I'm cleaning the whole house. I'm taking care of Emily 24/7 because no one really will help me. I'm trying to go to school, and now he wants me to get a part-time job. So I'm like so stressed out about that. But thankfully, one of my friends helped me out and got me this awesome job that I'm gonna hopefully start here soon in a couple days. So, yeah, I'll tell you guys more about that later. But yeah. Anyway, so there was a whole bunch of drama going on between me and Chris's family, like his sisters and everything. And I'm not gonna go into detail with that because it's just kind of personal. But the situations were crazy. I mean, if you're friends with me on Facebook, then you've probably seen the messages and comments. I mean, the comments and everything. But it was just really hard because, no one really knows what I do at home. No one sees me unless they have cameras in my house. But anyway, finally all that blew over. Chris actually started stepping up and helping out a lot. I mean, he helped me clean Emily's room. And he's doing the kitchen himself with his friend coming over, but still, I give him props for actually doing the kitchen and cleaning, helping me out. We get into less fights, so that's a bonus. Anyway, with Emily, oh my gosh, she's like the coolest baby ever. Like, she's so relaxed, chill, she loves playing and everything. Like, her achievements, I guess you could say, milestones, are when she smiled. But she was like a couple weeks old, but I don't count that because I do believe it was gas. But her first time she actually smiled for real was when she was about a month old, I do believe. So that was pretty awesome. I mean, when we came back from Washington, she rolled over, and I mean, that was pretty cool. She rolled over once, and it took a couple of weeks for her to roll over again, and now she's gotten to the point where she can roll over, every, like, couple times a day now. Not every time you put her on her tummy, yet. She can now roll over on her sides. She just started doing that. She just started giggling and laughing, actually. If you like look at her and you talk to her and play with her and stuff, she'll giggle. And oh my gosh, her laugh is so cute. I'm going to try to get that on video for you guys because it's adorable. I won't freak out this time like I did when she rolled over, but it's really cute. Some hard times were when she, well, I ended up leaving my diaper bag, and she was hungry. I left it at the house, and me and Chris's mom thought, oh, it'll be fine. Doesn't take that long to do this doctor's appointment. It's just a checkup. Well, she got really hungry, and they thought that they had Similac alternatives or whatever, and they didn't have any more. And so she was screaming and crying, and I just felt so bad. So I had to run home after the doctor's appointment and make her a bottle really fast. Another time is the other day she actually pooped in her diaper, and it went all up her stomach, all up her back, all down her legs. It was horrible. I had to give her a bath. Also, she was really hard burper, a really super hard burper, and we got over that. I finally learned how to burp her. What I do with her is I have her on my shoulder and I pat her back and I bounce her a little bit, and then I take her off my shoulder and I bounce her on my knee, and she'll usually burp for me. So that's our system. That's how we do that, because she's a really hard burper. So yeah. I'm just trying to think of what else is there. I paint her toenails all the time while she's sleeping. I do not paint her fingernails because since they stick their fingers in their mouth, that's not good. So I do not paint her fingernails. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the stuff that I use almost every single day. First, I guess I'll do, diapers. Of course, she's in a 2 diaper right now. They're kind of getting a little too small. Also wipes. Diapers, we usually get Loves, and wipes, we usually get, I think the same. I think they make, yeah, I don't know, it's purple. And then we use Dr. Brown bottles. My dad got these for her. They're awesome. She had really bad gas problems, and so since it was really hard for her to burp, she'd throw up a little, constantly, not constantly, but a lot of times. So my dad got her these bottles. We have 6 of them, and they work amazing. It's so easy to burp her now. It's she barely throws up. Unless you can't get her to burp, then it's kind of hard. But if I can't get her to burp, usually what I'll do is I'll get her gripe water. We had another bottle that I had in Washington that I got from my stepmom. She used that up, and we just bought this one for her. I use this a lot because I like this so much better than gas drops. This is for colic, stomach aches, hiccups, just stuff like that. And it's amazing. It works so good. Yeah, it just works amazing. It tells you how much to give them too. Babies 2 to up to 4 weeks of age, half a teaspoon. Infants 1 to up to 6 months of age, 1 teaspoon. Children 6 months and older, 2 teaspoons. And actually adults can use this too. Adults take 6 teaspoons. So I think that's pretty freaking cool. Chris doesn't like the taste of it though, so it's kind of funny. The second thing I use every day is this, her nose suction. I have 3 of these around the house. This one I got from the doctor. I got another one from the doctor as well, but that one's blue and it looks just like this. The other one I got was from in a first aid kit, and it's white like this, but it has like a thing you can like unplug from here, so it's easy to clean out and stuff, but it's really hard to squeeze. This is like super easy and it's really awesome. I use Desitin a lot, as you can see. I mean, I don't use it a lot. I mean, the only time I use it is if I see like her little butt is red, because I don't want her to get a rash. And so I use it just for safety precautions, but I don't use a lot. I use a little bit for that. Next I use Johnson's baby lotion. This is like the daytime, I consider daytime. This one's almost gone. I have like a huge box full of like Johnson's soaps, baby bath soaps, lotions, and stuff like that. This one I use for nighttime because it is nighttime. This is, it's like it helps calm restless babies, and I have the baby soap for it for her bath time. So when I give her baths at night, I use that. But this is what that looks like, and I love it. I love the smell of it, and I just love everything of this. Like, yeah. Like, I even use this on myself sometimes. It's okay because I have like huge bottles, I have like tiny bottles, I have a whole bunch. And then I use burp rags. This is one of our burp rags. I use those a lot. And then I use bibs every day. So, I mean, yeah. And then actually Emily is getting way too big for her bathtub, so we're gonna have to start giving her baths in the sink, because every time she takes a bath in that bathtub, we can't fill it up a lot because she will like move. If she moves around, it'll swish out of the tub and she'll splash so hard. I'm drenched, so it's like I'm taking a bath. So we're gonna have to give her a bath in the sink, and then yeah. um, right now I'm just kind of waiting for Chris to get home because I'm hungry and I'm tired. I am so tired. She kept me up late last night, so that was like horrible. One thing that sucks about this is that socks. About socks is that with Emily, she gets those like little tiny fuzzies in between her toes, and it really sucks. But sometimes I use hair ties or hair bows, like those bows that go around their heads, but they get so annoying sometimes because she will pull it down her on her face, or she'll cover our eyes with it on accident. It's kind of funny because she doesn't like her eyes covered, so she'll freak out. Yeah, but Emily's almost 4 months, and I'm gonna start giving her cereal to see if she likes it. So yeah, but I guess that's everything, kind of. I mean, there's probably a lot more stuff that we've gone through, and over the couple months that she's been here. I mean, she's like my pride and joy. I wouldn't change, anything, because she's my angel. I love waking up every day and seeing her and smiling and her talking to me and everything. And I love to see her, Chris react with her. It's so cute and it's awesome. He doesn't like me videotaping him, so you probably won't see a lot of videos of him. It kind of sucks. We're already starting to plan her birthday party. But, yeah. So that's basically it, I guess. I'm gonna stop rambling on, I guess. Yeah. This is mostly like for, Emily, this update thing, this 0 to 3 month update thing, because I want her to see it when she's older, and, not really ask me, like, I don't want her to ask me and be like, hey mom, what happened, or, what I look like, or something like that. Ask me a whole bunch of questions about when she was a baby, and I'd be like, I don't know, look in your baby book. So these videos are mostly for Emily to watch and enjoy. But yeah, Chris should be home soon, so I'm probably gonna go. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe, tell me what you think about the video, stuff like that. Yeah. Great. Okay, thank you guys.